In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to find your first media buyer, and I'm also going to explain to you why hiring a media buyer from the beginning is the smartest move that you can make when you launch an agency. So without further ado, let's just dive into it. All right, so we're inside of my computer, let's get started. So here's what we're going to cover in today's video. First of all, why you need a media buyer. Second, where to find a really good media buyer. I'm also going to give you a job posting template so that you know exactly how to do job posting essentially, and then a summary at the end. As always, make sure that you subscribe and follow me on Instagram for important updates regarding the course. Also, I need you guys' help. Share the course with everybody that you know that might be in need of this information. Let's start a revolution and change people's lives together. Slight warning, this is the most important video in the entire course. Right now, this is the most important video. So watch the entire video, don't skip around, don't fast forward, and before you continue with this video, you must have completed all of the other videos up until this point. It is crucial. And a pro tip, if you want to save yourself some time, watch the video in double speed. All right, so first of all, let's discuss why you actually need a media buyer, especially when you start out. So here's the problem, right? When you start a super niche marketing agency with no experience, no past client results, or a marketing system, you basically don't know how to do the service delivery, right? It can be very tough to know what to do, right? So you don't want to use your clients as their money as a guinea pig essentially and feel stuck, right? So it's very hard to be convincing in the beginning, like when you're going to get your first client and the client asks you, okay, so how many clients have you worked with in the past? Well, 0. Okay, what's your plan for actually helping me to get results for my money that I'm going to spend with you? Well, I don't know. Okay, so you're just going to use my money as a test period? Well, yeah, basically, okay. That's pretty tough, okay? So why it's really cool to have a media buyer is the solution then, right? The truth is that you don't need to know how to do all of these things or any of these things personally. The service delivery, you don't need any case studies yourself personally or knowing how to run the ads personally or anything of that. You just need to know how to sell your service and then leverage other people's knowledge, experience, or results. For example, a media buyer, okay? So you're the entrepreneur. You've identified the most important thing that we talked about so far in this module number 2. That is identifying a market, a gap in that market, identifying a service that is new and unique. You've basically done your first calculated guess on what you think that your market want to buy. That is really the most important thing, having something of value to sell. Now you know that, and now you've committed yourself to try and sell that to your market, right? You've positioned yourself the right way. But now you don't know necessarily how to do YouTube ads to gym owners or whatever now might be. And that's completely fine because you don't need to know that yourself. If you just have something to sell that people want, they give you money for that service, now you can leverage other people. And a media buyer, you can leverage their knowledge regarding how to actually do YouTube ads for gym owners, let's say. So he will know exactly how to build the campaigns, what videos to use. He will also know exactly how to build the landing pages, how to set up the follow-up messages specifically for your client. He will also, if you've done this in the past, he will already have some case studies and some testimonials that he's done in the past. And now you can leverage his past client results on your own sales calls. So when you talk to a prospect or a client and he asks you, do you have any case studies or testimonials? You can say, yeah. And then you just show them the case studies and testimonials from the media buyer because he's actually the one who is going to do the service delivery, right? This is like the biggest hack that you can do when you launch, and it's the smartest way you can go about things when you launch an agency from scratch. So an SMMA media buyer, find a media buyer who has a working marketing system and past client results in your specific industry or a similar one, right? So if you find a YouTube ad expert, but he hasn't necessarily worked with gym owners, but he's worked with another industry that is very similar, that is okay, right? So you don't have to find like a specific one. If you have a specific one, that's perfect. But if you find a media buyer who has experience with your service or with your ads platform, that's the most important thing. And he has like ideas or he thinks that he will be able to solve it for your industry as well. That's like good enough, okay? So don't be stuck here that you need to find like the golden boy or the golden girl who has like the exact same. If you can play around there a bit, right? And then once you find that person, then leverage his or her knowledge in your own agency. So hacking the matrix, right? This is exactly how you get a proven marketing system, client results and testimonials for your agency, even if you don't personally have it, right? This is how you need to start to think as an entrepreneur. And here's the thing as well, right? You might say like this or think like this. Okay, Max, but I don't want to hire somebody in the beginning because I want to keep the profit margins as high as possible in the beginning. And that's fine. I completely understand that. But if you don't know how to do the service delivery yourself, you don't have any case studies or no testimonials or no nothing at all, if you're just going to use your client as a guinea pig, you're not going to be able to produce results and they're going to leave anyways. And if you do hire a media buyer, you're going to get great results from the beginning. They're most likely going to want to expand. And since the media buyer is doing the service delivery for you, and you can leverage their case studies and so forth as well, but since they're doing the service delivery for you, you will learn directly from the media buyer how to serve your clients. So when you get your next client, either you just use the media buyer for that client as well, or you can just decide that, hey, I'm going to try how to do this myself. So I'm going to save myself $600 or $1,000 or whatever you pay the media buyer per month, right? Because you get money from the client and then you pay a portion of that money to the media buyer. So you get your first client with the media buyer, you figure out everything, how it works. Then once you have had your first client, you can update your presentation, your VSL, you can use the case studies on your website, you can do all of that good stuff, right? And then for the next or the third client, you can start to try it yourself. Okay, because now you know how the media buyer did it. Now you can just do the exact same thing that the media buyer did, but you do it. So now you're saving yourself $600 or $1,000 per month or whatever that might be, right? But definitely for your first client, leverage a media buyer. And then honestly, you can just continue to use the media buyer because it saves you time as well. Now you can focus on sales. And as soon as you get a client coming in, you just give that to the media buyer. He sets everything up and he runs everything, right? And you're gonna get better and better at this over time. So agreement. A lot of media buyers simply want to run ads, okay? Nothing else. They don't want to sell or manage clients. That's why they need you. So they offer a white label service as it's called. They don't have their own agency that they like sell directly to clients, but they sell the services to agencies. And then they just run the ads, right? So agree upon a price with the media buyer between $600 to $1,000 per month. And now when you run an SNMA, you're going to be able to charge good prices for your services, at least $2,500 per month, or at least $2,000 per month. That's the minimum. Up to $3,500 per month, or even $4,000 per month, and even more potentially per area if you're helping local businesses. So if you're helping one business on like 3 different locations, you can take $2,500 times 3 essentially, right? And we're gonna talk more about that when we talk about the offer and so forth in the sales module, right? But here's the thing, right? Because a lot of people have asked me like, why would a media buyer like let me to use his or her case studies or testimonials? And this is exactly why. Because a lot of media buyers, they don't want to do sales. They don't want to run an agency. They don't want to do the interaction or getting a ton of emails from the clients and kind of keep them happy and so forth. That's for you as the agency owner. Me personally, I love that. I love to do that. And a lot of people love to do it as well. And that's where most of the money is made as well. But a lot of people don't want to do that. They just want to wake up in the morning, have their advertising campaigns and run the advertising campaigns. And when an agency connects with them and then you tell them that, hey, I'm going to be able to provide you with a ton of clients. And now since you run an SNMA as well, you can tell them even better, right? I'm only going to provide you clients that are gym owners and only want help with YouTube ads. And that's great for you, Mr. Media Buyer, because now you can all just run the same thing over and over and over again. So it's going to be very easy for you. And I'm going to pay you good money as well. So they want to find an agency. So don't see it like that they need you more than you need them essentially, but you both need each other. So it's a great agreement. You don't have to write any contract or anything in this agreement because you get the money from the client and they get the money from you. So you are kind of their connection link to get the money, right? So you're holding the power since you are doing the sales essentially, right? You have the connection with the client, you get the money, and then you send the money over to the media buyer. So you don't need any contract or anything like that with the media buyer unless you want to. I've never used it. We always do like a mutual agreement. It's month to month essentially. All right. So where do you find the media buyer then? So I'm hoping this makes sense to you. I'm hoping that if you haven't heard about this before, this should enlighten you and you should be excited about this because it's truly how you hack the matrix. So now the next question becomes obviously, where do you find a media buyer? So here's the first thing that I'm super excited about to tell you guys about essentially. There's a website called an up and coming platform called MediaBuyer.com. So before I show you this special right here, let's just go to their website. And they have an awesome domain, as you can see, MediaBuyer.com. And basically what they do is that they solve the problem that a lot of people have, right? Because right now, up until MediaBuyer.com, it has been not hard, but it has been a very tricky process to get in contact with media buyers. You have to leverage like Facebook groups or Upwork, or find them via connections and so forth. And what MediaBuyer.com want to do is to have a platform where agencies can sign up and media buyers can sign up and then connect the two. Super simple service, but super duper needed in the industry. Nobody is doing this right now. And media buyer, they're pretty new as of the recording of this video. And right now, they're mostly focused on the higher ticket, or a more high ticket service essentially. So they're serving agencies that are already established and that are already making a ton of money, and they're basically connecting those agencies with media buyers who are spending a lot of money in different ads platforms, right? So media buyer right now is not the best fit for you that are just launching your agency. But what I did was that I had a talk with the owner of media buyer, Matteo, who is a super cool guy, and he basically heard about this community that we're building right here. And what they're going to do is that they're going to create a light version of MediaBuyer.com. And this is what this special is about. So let's check this out. So if you go to maxpearson.com or MediaBuyer.com/max-pearson-special, you will be taken to this page. So join the beta waiting list. So MediaBuyer.com Lite is a new platform built for smaller agencies and brands. Join the waitlist below to get notified when it goes live. So just join this list, put in your name, put in your email, and as soon as this is ready, you're going to be like on the early bird list. So you're going to get access the quickest. And it's going to be a super interesting platform, MediaBuyer.com. It's going to be very easy for you to find really good media buyers. And I believe in this platform 1000% because there's such a big need in the market right now, exactly for the problem that MediaBuyer.com is solving. They have the best domain out there, like MediaBuyer.com. So in my opinion, they're going to be the authority in this field. So you definitely don't want to miss out on this. Again, go to maxpearson.com, MediaBuyer.com/max-pearson-special. Sign up for the beta waiting list or the early bird list, and they're going to have something super exciting to offer smaller agencies to get a connection with really, really good media buyers. So yeah, make sure that you do that. And again, if you want to learn more about MediaBuyer.com, you can check them out here, but definitely sign up for the early bird list. Now, until that is being launched, essentially, what we can do in the meantime is that we can leverage Facebook groups to find media buyers. This is what I did, and this is what I still do when I want to find media buyers. This still works great, okay? It still works, but MediaBuyer.com is going to make it a lot easier, all right? So Facebook groups. This is how I find my first great media buyer, using Facebook groups like AdLeaks Facebook group or whatever media buying Facebook group that you can find. For example, like this one. So I'm going to show you this one first. So on Facebook, there's a ton of different groups that are called like ad buyers job boards. And as you can see here, almost 30,000 people. And what you can do is just simply join those groups, and then you can create a post and see if you can find a media buyer here. So you can see that people are creating a ton of different posts here. Like, hi, I'm looking for a media buyer. I'm looking for la. So you can see people are creating posts here, and when you do this, you're going to get a ton of people that DM you that are interested. So you can basically just search here on Facebook, right? Search for different like ad buyers or media buyer group or something like that. And if we go back to the presentation, here's another one. So this one is called, let's see here, media buying Facebook job board. And if you're doing YouTube, see if you can find something that's called media buying YouTube job board or something like that. And here you have almost other 4.2 thousand people that are in this group, all right? So that's one alternative. And I'm going to show you exactly what to write in this post and what type of job posting to do here in just a second. All right, another tool that you can use, or another platform, is Upwork. And Upwork can be a great place to find high quality media buyers in. And I rather use Upwork instead of Fiverr. So if you've heard of Fiverr, I wouldn't use Fiverr to find a media buyer. It's like a smaller gig. You don't want to do a gig. You want to actually work with somebody directly, right? You don't want to have a gig that you pay them. You want to be able to work more closely with your media buyer. So Upwork, they have their own website as well. So upwork.com. And it's very simple, straightforward. You can create an account and sign up and create a job posting in here as well. Again, I'm going to give you a template, exactly what to write here later in this video. But Upwork is something that you can utilize as well to find a media buyer. And then we have LinkedIn, right? So LinkedIn is kind of like a combination between Facebook groups and Upwork. And you can use their search engine or sales navigator, as it's called, to identify media buyers and reach out to them. So if we go to LinkedIn, and you should have your own LinkedIn profile, and you should also set up your profile, right? So I can show you kind of how to set up the profile quickly in this video as well. So as you can see right now on my profile, I have the free SMMA course, and I kind of pitch what I do with this course, right? Because right now I personally don't use my own profile to do organic outreach, but we have actually an appointment setter that do that for home service. But as you can see here, I have my company in here, and if I was doing outreach myself, I would say we help residential roofers to generate leads for less than $20 using Facebook ads or something like that, like the pitch that we did in the previous video. But on LinkedIn, you can obviously search for people. So you can start to search for different groups here on LinkedIn, and basically just use their own search tool here, essentially, right, to find media buyers. Or you can sign up to Sales Navigator, and if you click on work here, I think if you haven't signed up to Sales Navigator, you will have a button here with this icon that is like a navigation icon, and I think it says Sales Navigator or something like that. It costs, I think, around $70 per month or $60 per month or something like that. But what's really cool about Sales Navigator, let's see here. So I just reactivated it. I'm just going to save a couple of people here to go through this process. Go to search result. Okay, so what you can do with, if you sign up to Sales Navigator, is that you get access to their lead filters here, essentially. So when you sign up to Sales Navigator, this is kind of the homepage. And then you can use lead filters to search for different people. And this is what we're going to go through this in more detail in the next module when we talk about prospecting, because here you can put in, for example, let's say you want to find roofing companies, you can find, or gym owners or whatever it might be. You can play around with these different filters right here to just put in the right information to find that, essentially, right? So that's what you can do here for a media buyer as well. You can put in certain keywords and see if you can find a media buyer. So if I just search for media buyer, you will see that you get a ton of different results here, essentially. So you have media buyer manager, TikTok media buyer, Facebook ads media buyers. You're getting a ton of different results here, right? Media buyer. So what you can do, you can use more filters if you want to. And then if you want to get in contact with, let's say here, I want to get in contact with Kimberly right here. Let's say I'm going to go into the TikTok, so I want to talk more with her. I can click on these three dots, click on connect, and then I can say, hi, Kimberly, we're looking for a TikTok media buyer in our agency. We help e-com brands with TikTok ads and would love to discuss it further with you. Right? I'm not gonna send that right now, right? But here you can do your one-line pitch that you did in the previous video. And yeah, this is a great place. You can just identify, you can see here, I have over 480,000 results of people that have media buyer in their profile. So this is a gold mine, okay? This is a really a true gold mine. So definitely, it's like $60 or $70 per month or something like that. But you know, it's going to be worth it. If you find a really good media buyer, that's going to be worth a ton of money for you. All right, so that's LinkedIn. And then we have websites that you can use, right? Again, you have mediabuyer.com/the Max Pearson special. Definitely go there and sign up for the early bird list for the light version. I'm personally super stoked about that light version as well, and because it's built for the smaller agencies, so it's going to be perfect for you. So definitely make sure that you sign up to that. And another website you can check out is adskills.com. So adskills.com. I haven't used their platform myself personally, but I know that a lot of media buyers go through the training, and I've actually purchased their training and gone through it just to kind of see what's in there, and it's definitely legit. But basically what AdSkills do is that it's a training platform for people to learn how to do paid ads, essentially. So they train media buyers, and then they give out a certification where people can go here and click on hire, and then go to AdSkills Matchmaker, and then you will find a ton of different people that have gone through their training and been certified. So they have 113 results here right now, and 113 different media buyers, and then you can get in contact with them from here. This is something that I would recommend that you check through, see if you can find somebody here, who knows. But I think that, yeah, I would personally actually use either Facebook, because I've got great results from that, either Facebook groups, also LinkedIn, reaching out to people in, like directly using this. It's also a very, very powerful way. And also Upwork is a very powerful way, because on Facebook, you're creating a post, right? So people come to you. On Upwork, you also create a post, so people come to you. On LinkedIn, you will have to do some like actually reaching out to them, right? And the same thing on AdSkills. And then again on Media Buyer, when you sign up for the waiting list right here, when you get access to the light version, which should be pretty soon, then it's also going to be a platform where, like, it's actually just a platform specifically for media buyers, where they're going to help you to connect you with the exact media buyer that you're looking for. So this is going to be the absolute best option, but where they have not launched yet. But in the meantime, you have all of these different other solutions as well. All right. So job posting template. Let's go over that right now. So if you go to maxpearson.com/media buyer template, using this link, and you will find the link in the resources section as well. I prepared a job posting template for you. So let's go over it. So very simple, very to the point. It says media buyer job posting template, job title, experienced YouTube ads media buyer for gym owners. That's what we're looking for, right? And you're going to adjust this to your niche and to your service. Compensation, you can play around with this. You know, $600 to $1,000. It depends kind of where they're located, their experience and so forth. I wouldn't necessarily go above $1,000 per month. You want to keep some margin yourself as well, right? But again, don't be, especially in the beginning, actually don't be afraid to pay a little bit extra in the beginning, especially if it's your first client, because with your first client, you're going to learn from the media buyer how they do the service delivery and all of that, right? So if you get a client and they pay you $2,500 and you pay the media buyer $1,200 for the first client, if you find a really, really good media buyer, that's going to be worth it, because you're going to learn from the media buyer how they actually do it, and you can leverage their case studies and testimonials and results to get even more clients, right? But this is just kind of like a gauge range of what you can be. And then we have an intro. So then you say, we run a specialized marketing agency called ABC Marketing, helping gym owners to get more leads, appointments, and clients with YouTube ads. While most other marketing agencies help everybody with everything, we've decided to only focus on YouTube ads for gym owners. This gives us a competitive advantage and our clients love it, right? So this is just an intro. You should adjust this to your niche and to your agency and your service. About the job, we're looking for a rockstar YouTube ads manager to work with us and deliver amazing results to our clients. As our YouTube ads manager, you will work with us on per client basis and be responsible for the following tasks: setting up and launching YouTube ads campaigns, setting up retargeting pixels, custom conversions, etc., daily management of YouTube campaigns once they go live, build and A/B test high converting landing pages, etc., etc. If you want to put in like things here, for example, regarding high level, you can mention that. That's something you can mention in here actually. That, you know, you're running your agency on high level, so if they have experience with high level, that's going to be a big plus, etc., right? Requirements, as the title says, we're looking for an experienced YouTube ads manager for gym owners, and that doesn't mean anybody, right? You must satisfy all of the following requirements to be considered for this job: experience setting up, launching, and managing effective YouTube campaigns for gym owners, proven track record that you're able to prove so that they can show you case studies and so forth, knowledge of landing pages, funnels, conversions, testing, etc., ability to check on client campaigns and report results into Google spreadsheet daily, or however you decide to do it. So how to apply? To apply for this job, please send over a brief 1 to 2 minute Loom video, all right, about why you believe this job is for you. Please confirm that you meet all the requirements and send as much proof as possible to back it up. Finally, why should we hire you over all other applicants? So this is a great, it goes over everything. It's very professional, and it really shows that you're an experienced person that are looking for someone experienced as well, right? So I hope that you're going to use this, and you literally have everything that you need right now to find a really, really good media buyer. And the reason why we asked them to record a Loom video is because it's a little bit of hassle of doing a Loom video, right? They have to prepare, they have to kind of go over in their mind what they're going to say. Maybe they have to prepare some images to show you some case studies and results. So this is really just how you weed out the interested in the really serious people from the not so serious people, right? So yeah, that's just a really good way. And also you get the chance to see what they look like, how they talk. You can see their personality. You can kind of see, yeah, you can get a gauge of them and kind of feel for them. Like, is this a person that you kind of can trust, etc., right? So yeah, again, you will find this job posting template on maxpearson.com/media-buyer-template, adjusted to your agency. It's a gift. Again, I hope that you're going to enjoy it, and if you implement it, you're going to make a ton of money in it, and I'm super stoked to see what you can accomplish with it. So now let's summarize this video. All right, number 1, hack the matrix. Finding and leveraging a media buyer in your agency is the most powerful thing that you can do in the beginning. Remember that you personally don't have to know everything. Leverage other people instead. Think like an entrepreneur and be a problem solver, right? And also want to mention right now, this is the final video of module number 2, okay? So now you've gone through the entire module number 2. Make sure that you've done everything, that you have selected your niche, selected your service, adjusted your website, the automations. Also make sure that you adjusted everything in your funnel, that you have the welcoming video created, also that you have your VSL video created. And I actually recommend that you have all of that done before you start to reach out to media buyers. Because what media buyers are going to do is that when they see your job posting and when you mention your agency name in the job posting template and so forth, they're going to check you out. They're going to go to your website. They're going to see, is this a legit guy? Do they know what they do? Do they have an online sales process? Do they have a booking system, etc., right? And also what I recommend that you do in the job posting template is to mention that, please feel free to check out our website. We also use white label high level, so that's something that we use. If you have experience using high level, that's also something that's very important, right? That's a big plus if the media buyer has experience with high level, because now you're professional now. You have everything set up. You have a professional email, professional website, you have a sales process in place, you have a professional job posting template, you've invested in high level, you have set everything up in high level, you've white labeled it, you're going to have a pitch deck, a sales presentation, all of these things. You know about offers, you know how to position yourself with a niche in a market, you've found a unique service, you have all of these different things. And all of these different things are going to get media buyers to drool over your agency, because now they know that you are serious and a good professional agency owner that can help them to get more clients and make more money as well. So remember that the media buyers need you. That's the only way that they can make money. They need you to do the sales and so forth, and they're looking for a professional agency that can do sales. And so yeah, complete everything with the website, your offer, your niche, and all of that. Set all of that up, and then you do your media buyer job posting template. And again, make sure that you sign up to the early bird list on mediabuyer.com for the light version. That is going to be a complete game changer, that platform, so definitely do that. All right, that's it for today's video. Make sure that you subscribe and follow me on both Instagram and on YouTube for important updates. Share the course. I need you guys' help. Let's start a revolution and change people's lives together. And also start to post in the community. Let's keep the community going, guys. I want to know how it is going for you. Send me an update. I want to see some wins. Have you set up the website yet? How is it going? Did you find the media buyer? Inspire the community. We need people to inspire the community. It's super important. So post your wins and your questions, and I'm very much looking forward to see you in there. And for today's quote is from the man Elon Musk. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor, right? So now in the beginning, right, you're pushing this stone up the hill. It can feel like a lot. Oh, I have to create this. I don't know how to create this intro video. I'm not comfortable showing my face. I haven't done a VSL video. I don't know how to do the presentation. And it can feel pretty tough, right? It feels like a lot of things are not in your favor. But if this is important enough for you, then it's worth it to do the work. So make sure that you do the work. And because you're going to thank yourself later. That's what my first mentor told me when I was going through and learning a bunch of stuff about websites and all of these things. He just told me, Max, like, if you do this, you're going to thank yourself in the future. And oh boy, I do, all right? So yeah, all right. That's it for today's video. I hope you're stoked. This is the last video of module number 2. Implement everything that we've talked about in this module 2. I hope that you're stoked about it. And when you're done with module number 2, you have everything, you found your media buyer and all of that good stuff. I will see you in the next module where we will start to do prospecting and actually getting in front of clients. See you there.